Attention, listener, I have an assignment for you. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to engage with the Real Nerds, aka the best podcast on the internet. You can listen to their episodes on their website, realnerdspodcast.com. And you can also listen to them on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, and iTunes. Follow their social media pages on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. This message will self-destruct never.
Camera, action!
Well, a real nerd knows who shot, and a real nerd can follow the plot, and a real nerd can...
Don't talk film! I'm sorry.
Take it outside.
Well, a real nerd knows who shot, and a real nerd can follow the plot, and a real nerd will give it all they got. Lights, camera, action! Real nerds!
This is Real Nerds Podcast, unofficially the official podcast of Fan Expo 2022 and beyond, which we'll be at. I mean, hopefully this fucking episode will be up before then, Jesus Christ. And you can see us on the creator stage Saturday, which we might have, sorry, I've only done this for 12 years, which we might have a guest. We might not. It might just be us bullshitting about something. We don't know yet. But you also be able to stop by our booth and pick up some dope-ass stickers, some dope-ass shirts, and see some dope-ass podcasters. I have one of those dope-ass podcasters with me right now. Say hello, Brad.
And this dope-ass podcaster also has glasses for you to pick up, too.
Oh, that's right. Glasses. Those are sweet as fuck.
I'm drinking out of one right now. Oh, yeah. It's so Evil Dead-y.
Hell to the king, baby. I mean, hell to the nerds, baby.
Tastes like snark and evil.
So every week we see a new movie. We podcast our experience to the world. This week we saw The Black Phone with Colorado's own Scott Derrickson directing and taking place in Denver. Which I was...
Yeah, sure, yeah.
When I saw the license plates on the cars and Ethan Hawke's dude was from Colorado, I went, ooh, in the trailer. And now, yeah. But yeah, takes place in Colorado, quote unquote.
More on that later.
Yeah. We also, usually we do the big news story of the week and box office numbers, but it's my show, so I'm going to change it up. I wanted to stay fresh, Brad. You know, people tune in every week. I want them to be like, oh, I don't even know what these guys are going to do. Fuck. So
like those cheese bags.
Yeah. These guys are douchebags. I'm not listening to them anymore. So this week we're going to be doing what we've been watching, but we start every week with the review of our movie of the week. Brad, do you recommend The Black Phone?
Yeah, I guess it's all right. I wasn't terribly impressed, but I wouldn't say it's a bad film. I just didn't quite get into it.
Ooh, I'm a little different on this one. I actually like this movie.
Well, you're wrong. Just kidding.
No, you're wrong. Let's fight.
Yeah, let's do it.
Fuck you, asshole.
You're Siskel. I'm Ebert. Let's do this.
Oh man, they're both dead. Who wants
the rest
throat
of the podcast
cancer?
is
Who
just
wants the other
silent.
cancer?
Oh, jeez.
That's horrible.
Yeah, you're terrible. You're an asshole.
I know. So no, I liked it. I thought Ethan Hawke was really creepy in it. I'm a big fan of Scott Derrickson, and I think it just continues doing well. Yeah, this movie has quite a few spoilers in it. So yeah, it's a tense movie. It's well made. Here's the trailer for The Black Phone.
Would you like to see a magic trick?
Yeah.
Tell me your name.
Taylor.
I was really starting to like you, Finny. I almost let you go.
Don't hang up.
Who are you?
You know all our names?
It doesn't work. Hang it up. I made you some breakfast.
What'd you put in that?
Salt and pepper.
Have you seen this boy?
My brother, he was taken.
By a man with black balloons.
I had a dream about it.
Please let the dreams be real.
You're getting out of here.
How?
There's a combination lock.
What's the combination?
Hang up the phone!
You don't have much time. You're gonna use a weapon.
You are special, Vinny.
Please hurry.
Ooh, the creepiest damn thing.
I think I wrote it down in my Letterboxd review that I appreciated that it spent a lot of time creating an authentic 70s production design. But I feel like my reaction to the movie is that they spent a lot of time on that. And I know the story isn't like original. It's adapted from Joe Hill. Is that the author?
Yeah.
From those stories, I think there are like multiple stories and not just one. I'm unclear on the source, but it's not just Derrickson's original material. So but yeah, I wasn't as interested in the story as I was everything else about it. Like, it definitely had plenty of intense moments, and what Ethan Hawke was creepy. But I felt like there's a lot of style over substance for me. How about you, Ryan?
Yeah. Well, I'll tell people what the movie's about. It's about I don't think it's Denver.
No, it's North Carolina.
Yeah.
I looked in the credits for that. Like the houses looked reminiscent of Denver, and I know they tried to put the Rocky Mountains in the background to give it that feel, but there was just something about the atmosphere that felt more like Oregon to me. So,
the Colorado is hard to replicate, and we're biased because we live here. But I mean, with the Rocky Mountain News, and his dad works at Rocky Flats.
There's tons of Denver Easter eggs.
Yeah, a lot of Denver Easter eggs. Cliffhanger took place in the Rocky Mountains, and you can tell those are not Rocky Mountains. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like the Alps or something.
Yeah, but it's fine. I mean, I still got the Denver vibe from it, and I was cool with it. And the story is really a bunch of kids from this boy who's named Finney's school and his sister Gwen are kidnapped, the kids are kidnapped from the school, and his sister and the town's people have nicknamed him the Grabber because the kids are just grabbed and taken somewhere. And the first half of the movie is really just a story about the kids and them going through the trauma of having an abusive and alcoholic father, which I thought was really interesting. And then the second half is Finney gets kidnapped by Ethan Hawke's character, the Grabber, and he's placed in a basement with a black phone that is disconnected, but it rings, and he can talk to the previous victims of the Grabber, who we learn aren't just kidnapped, but they're brutally murdered. And his sister's has some form of telepathy, or what would you call that?
Clairvoyance.
Clairvoyancy. There we go. Where she can. Well, I thought that they can see the future. Or do they see anything? I don't. I mean, I'm not that well versed in that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I think there's another word. It's escaping me right now.
But basically,
fraud,
she sees
Gnostication. I don't know.
Yeah, she sees things that have happened, and so she thinks she can help find her brother, and it just becomes a battle of attrition for Finney, as Ethan Hawke is, there's something behind him, and he comes across as nice but still creepy. Obviously, he kidnapped children, but what I love about this movie, and what I like about Derrickson's direction, is he's usually pretty good at being scary without being over the top. You know what I mean? It's more of the atmosphere, and there's a one shot where you find out that Ethan Hawke's character purposely leaves the door to the basement unlocked because he wants the kids to go upstairs and he wants to beat them with a leather belt. And there's this really great camera movement where it follows up the stairs, and it just shows Ethan Hawke sitting on, a chair without a shirt on, just waiting in his devil mask to attack Finney. And I just thought it was really effective and well made. And I'm still wondering if he actually was hearing the voices, or he was thinking he was, and using everything he knew about those boys that went missing before to, set up the traps, because it was all leading to something, and they kept on alluding to that he's really smart. And I mean, I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm lost, is like, the trailer made this seem like a kind of a supernatural movie.
Mm-hmm.
And it's way less supernatural than I thought, but you could make a case that all the supernatural stuff is in Finney's imagination, trying to help him through this crisis.
Yeah.
But at the same time, his sister has these visions of things that have happened and that are happening. So there's still like a supernatural element there.
Yeah, they made an allusion to that their mom had it as well.
Yeah.
So,
and then the fact that he comes from an abusive household, and this grabber, like, that's his thing, is he likes to beat the kids,
mm-hmm.
or trick them into getting beaten.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it might be an allegory for broken homes. Yeah.
Yeah, because in a way, he's standing up to the grabber the way he should have stood up to his dad.
Exactly.
Because, honestly, I think the scariest scene is when the dad's beating the daughter.
Yeah.
And I mean, that scene's really tough to watch. I mean, I don't know how you felt watching it, but it was.
It's familiar. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't mean to bring up childhood trauma. I just thought that is, hard to watch, because that young woman, I don't know her name. She's really great in that scene.
Yeah. Overall, the kids got a lot of, it's like the Bart and Lisa syndrome. The kids are way more smartly written than most kids in movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like Finn is from the get-go pretty savvy on like what he should do to try to escape.
Yeah.
Which is refreshing too, because like a lot of these movies are, every character is just so dumb. But yeah, there's like also too many convenient things set up for him to try to escape, which maybe just maybe the grabber had plans like, hey, if he doesn't go upstairs, like if he tries to go out through the window or something, that'd get me off too.
Yeah, and there's some parts until the end, whereas I was thinking, I said, well, wouldn't he hear him flushing the toilet all those times? But then you realize that house is
soundproofed.
Yeah, and things like that. And
yeah, because too, like his own brother was living like right upstairs. You're telling me he didn't hear anything? Like, and he was also afraid of that door for some reason, which
it's never really explained. But also, it could be that he's some drugged out guy. You know what I mean?
Oh well, yeah, he was definitely doing cocaine.
Yeah, so I mean, I really liked it, and I thought it was really effective. because there's even the great part where Finney fights back and he knocks off the grabber's mask, and his reaction to that, he can see his face, was really great. And the way all the setup played out with how he, hurt the grabber and then trying to get out through the freezer, and then the freezer ends up giving him something that he didn't know he needed. And
yeah, I was about to be worried that, like, the meat was good for the dog, to solve the dog problem at the end. But before that, I was thinking, like, man, all those other kids gave him something useful, and that one kid just, like, led him to a dead end.
Yeah,
the door was locked, but yeah, the meat actually came into play. But yeah,
I just really liked it.
And then there's like that hat on a hat post thing where it wasn't just that he was in that house, he was in the house across the street. So the killer had two houses across from each other. It's like, okay, I think we're going a bit, like, it's plausible, but I think it just feels like it's extra for me.
Sure.
Like, just more like, oh, we need another misdirect.
Yeah.
So seems a little desperate, but yeah.
Yeah, and then I one of the things that Derrickson does really well, I think he also plays on this the sadness of things. In Sinister, you realize you're watching families being murdered. And in this one, you realize that the children are dead. And then when the police go in the basement and they see all those graves and stuff, I mean, I think that's kind of like a gut punch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That this is a horrible person, and that, I don't know, stuff like that, I think is really powerful.
Well, they give you hope too, because leading up, his exchanges with Finney kind of seem like, he keeps telling him, like, actually, you're kind of different, Finney. I don't know how this is going to go for you. And you're like, oh, maybe he didn't kill those kids. Maybe he has like some other plan.
Yeah.
But no, it's a gut punch. It's like, oh yeah, you brutally murdered all of them.
Yep.
Even the toughest one.
Yeah, and they have no way out, and they're already gone. And, his friend Robin kind of says that, he says, it's too late for me, but you have to fight.
Yeah.
And, you have to stand up for yourself.
But my next question is, did the first one help the second one, but he still failed? Like, that was a lot of kids to go through before Finney, got it right.
Yeah, or I don't know. Like I said, I think there can argue he made that the kids never really talked to Finney, that he was just thinking about it. And then, because that one kid says, hey, there's an outlet by the wall. And he says, yeah, I've seen it. And then he kind of goes over there and figures out how to get into it. So I think you can make the case that he was thinking that in his head, and that he was using the children that were murdered and kidnapped as inspiration for what he was doing. Yeah. I don't know. I think it can go both ways.
Yeah.
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 So,
it's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. I think you should see it. Yeah. I was talking to Corinne, and I said, it's not too brutal. And she texted me. I saw it at 10:30 after the Avalanche won the Stanley Cup. So I was really late. And I said, yeah, you should. It's not too brutal. And then I slept on it. And then I texted her again and said, you shouldn't see it.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I started thinking, you know what I mean? Like,
his brother gets cleaved in the head.
Yeah. It takes a little bit for me to, it's like the shock of it took a little bit to catch up. Or, the kid whose throat slit and he's bent over and you're like, whoa! Oh
yeah.
So yeah. So I told Corinne, maybe wait till it's streaming, and then if it gets too intense, you can turn it off. Yeah, cool. So I'm bringing back a segment we haven't done in a long time, Brad. A segment I like to call What We've Been Watching.
So, this is the stuff we've been watching.
I will put one caveat on it, Brad. If you, I know you mentioned Mad God, but, we could make that our movie of the week this week.
Oh, really?
It's playing at Alamo.
Cool. Well, yeah, I've seen it. So,
or we can make it,
if you can see it before Saturday morning.
Yeah, I think I was going to see it Thursday.
Cool.
Yeah, so if that's what you want to do, or there's also Minions: Rise of Gru. But
Nope,
anyways,
I'm good. Yep.
what'd you watch this week?
Oh, me. Okay. Yeah, I've actually been clamoring to do something like this. But yeah, I'll sing the praises of The Boys season 3. Have you
nice.
watched The Boys at all?
No, I keep on meaning to. It's like on my queue, and Amazon keeps recommending it for me.
Yeah, it's just we talk about like the DC universe making superheroes more realistic and more grounded in reality. And I'd say The Boys is probably the most realistic interpretation of superheroes. What would really happen if people had those powers? Sadly, in this day and age. And there's right out of the gate, episode 1 of this season. I don't want to say it because it's amazing, but it's it's something that happened that I was like, never thought I'd see that. So
nice.
Definitely check that out. It's great. Yeah. Can't say enough praises of that. Oh gosh, what was the other thing? I guess I finally watched A Few Good Men.
Nice.
It was awesome. Seen that. Yeah, it's actually had to watch it a couple times, not because it sucked, but just because I would watch a little bit and then fall asleep. So
and then you realize it's 3 hours long.
Yeah, I would say the first 2 hours are kind of like standard 90s procedural thing, but that third act is fantastic.
Oh yeah, the courtroom scene is what makes the whole movie. I mean, yeah, it's Sorkin dialogue, so it's fun for the first 2 hours, but the last third of it, where they're in the courtroom with Jessup, and it's so awesome. Yeah. It's just like a master class in acting by those two.
Even more than that, I was just like wondering, like, how are they going to get this guy? Because I know they do, because pop culture has told me they get him, but I was like, how they, what's the twist here? And like, yeah. His whole breaking down the case and everything at the end was great. And then finally,
and you think about all the like great actors that are in that movie.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Background people that, it's funny. Like Kiefer Sutherland kind of plays a similar character to like who he was in like Time to Kill, like the, like the cleaned up Marine version of that character.
Yeah. But his testimony's great when he gets on the stand. He's so good in it, and I mean, he doesn't even have that big of a part, but he's really good at it. And I think those are the kind of parts that actors like. It's not a big part, but it's a really good part.
Yeah, it was great. With like, if Jessup ordered him to be protected, why did he have to be protected? Like,
why
did he have to be shielded? Yeah, it was a great logic argument to go in there. But again, you can do that when you write the script.
Yep.
And then what else? I watched A League of Their Own for the first time.
I love that movie.
Yeah, another long one, surprisingly, but just a nice movie. I don't know. Tom Hanks' character was a little bit more like rude than I thought.
It takes a little bit for you to like his character, because he starts off as a drunk chauvinist asshole, so it takes you a little bit to like him.
I love by the end when that like one woman's husband dies and he gets the telegram and he's like finally on their side.
Yep.
It's great. God, there's one more great thing that I watched. We talked about the end of
watch RRR.
Oh yeah. But did you watch Kenobi? Or did we talk about Kenobi already?
Yeah, Kenobi's fucking awesome.
But the season finale, did we do that last week, or was it the episode before?
No, we haven't. Yeah, we haven't talked about it, obviously, because we haven't talked about what we've been watching.
Yeah. I'll do Kenobi first. I thought it was like, I think it's a very fan servicey show. Like, I didn't think the story was interesting, but it provided elements that just people on the internet wanted to see, and in that aspect it delivered. Like that final battle between Kenobi and Darth Vader was great. Like, it's one of the better lightsaber battles in the saga.
I love, I posted on Twitter, but I love when Vader says, "Your strength has returned, but your weakness remains." Like, yes. I don't know. I've always wanted, I mean, I think you're right on playing for fan service, but it's still fun to see Darth Vader be that powerful, where he's bringing down spaceships and just cutting through fools like they're nothing.
It's weird. Like, he somehow can hold Kenobi in the air and not just shred him into pieces, but he can also keep a giant starship from taking off. I'm a little confused on his strength levels. But
yeah, I don't know if
I
it's...
don't even know how Kenobi even like wasn't even able to counter him holding him in the air at all. But I don't know. It's midichlorian science. I don't get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, stuff like that. But yeah, it's cool to see Vader just be the terrifying, because yeah, in the original prequel saga, like he does a couple, like his first lightsaber battle with Obi-Wan is pretty like tame. And then when he fights Luke, it's like, he doesn't want to kill him. So
yeah,
it can't get too aggressive. But yeah, him and Rogue One in here, just that's the Vader that we've been told to fear. So. Yeah,
and I mean, there's in this one he's fueled by his hatred for Kenobi, and he wants revenge against, which clouds his judgment. And Anakin is such a great character that it's really fun to see it fleshed out a little bit. But they even had the hello there, when he saw Luke at the end, which is, it's fun.
I guess all Star Wars shows are just going to be about rescuing children. Is that the plan going forward?
Sounds like it.
Just find a kid and keep them safe. Yeah.
Yeah. Why not?
Also, like with Reva, I'm a little confused as to why her plan was to secretly kill Darth Vader, but also she had plenty of chances to do that and just waited on them. So to do other things. So her whole arc was kind of confusing. I thought it was cool that, those characters were converted Jedi Padawans.
Yeah.
But yeah, if her goal was to kill Vader, she had plenty of chances.
Well, remember, she didn't know
Kenobi.
that Anakin and Vader were one and the same until Kenobi told her. And I think it's episode 5 when Vader stabbed her.
She didn't know that Vader and Anakin are the same person?
She had to be told.
Huh. I thought that was like a well-known thing among the Empire.
No. I mean, most people would only know him as Lord Vader. Because remember, the first half of the series, all she wanted to do was impress him, because she wanted to be, what she ended up being, the, First Sister, Grand Inquisitor, or whatever.
Well, yeah, to be able to get close to him because he's a recluse. But
yeah.
And she got close to him, and then she was just like, I'm going to let this play out a little longer. But yeah, so Palpatine, like, just walked in one day and like, I found this guy. His name's Darth Vader. Don't ask questions. Like,
well, he's always, the Sith always have an apprentice, and the biggest lie the Sith tell you is they only have one. I've read Darth Plagueis, the book.
And then I'll get through RR really quick because we have a 10-minute warning. 7 minutes now. RRR is a Tollywood film, not Bollywood film. It's a 3.5-hour epic with an intermission about loosely based on 2 historical Indian figures, real life figures. And this movie is like the fantasy version of that, where one is like a royal guard policeman up and coming through the ranks, and the other one is a protector of like an indigenous village. And the rich evil British people go and like start doing child trafficking. So they kidnap one of the village's kids and brings it back to the palace to just be, I guess, one of them. I'm not sure. And so the protector of the village has to travel to the palace to rescue her. And then meanwhile, the other guy has been tasked with stopping him. But before they find out that they're enemies, they become friends. So like the first half of the movie is them being like the best buds ever, and it's delightful. And the opening sequence is crazy because there's like a kid stranded on a burning raft in the middle of the river, and then the one guy is standing on the bridge and he like locks eyes with the other guy, and they immediately know what to do. And the one guy hijacks a motorcycle, gets to the top of the bridge. The other one hijacks a horse and gets to the bridge, and they both jump off either sides with a rope and swing around and like touch fists. And rescue the kid, and like, oh my god. And that's just the beginning, and there's crazy insane stuff at the end, and there's like a big like Rambo-esque fight scene at the very end. It's amazing.
I heard it's pretty insane.
Yeah, if you can catch it in the theater, I recommend it because the sound design was amazing, especially with like the Indian music. There's just like an amazing dance sequence in it. But yeah, like watching at home, like I would be disappointed listening to the sound compared to what I saw saw in the theater. Yeah. And also, shoot, I saw a movie called Marcel the Shell with shoes on.
Yeah. I want to make that one of the movies of the week. So do you mind hanging on that one?
I will shut up right now. So,
cool, because I think it comes out here in like 2 weeks. Well, they have a showing tomorrow at AMC Highlands Ranch, and I looked and it's sold out. So
yeah. We'll talk about more, but it's delightful. So there you go. And RR also highly recommended. So Ryan, what'd you watch?
Well, we already talked about Kenobi, which I had a lot of fun watching. And that last, we already talked, the last lightsaber battle was awesome. And lately I've been, my kid's been wanting to watch Adam Sandler movies. So we watched Mr. Deeds first. And that one's silly and fun. And but it has like the hallmarks of late 90s, early 2000 Adam Sandler films, where he's a doofus, but he's also really sweet, and he gets a girl who's way out of his league to kind of fall for him. And then it also has weird humor in it. John Turturro is a butler who is very sneaky and just keeps on showing up in random places that doesn't make any sense.
Real news.
It's just normal Adam Sandler silliness, but I mean, I love stuff like that. I'm a big Adam Sandler apologist, and so I freaking will watch his movies and love them.
People are saying his Hustle movie's really good.
I know. I need to see it. It's freaking work's been killing me lately. And the last thing I watched this week was The Wedding Singer, which is one of my favorite Adam Sandler movies. Is a movie I saw a lot at Denver West, the old Denver West Theater that's not there anymore. And it's just, that's another one, just like the 80s aesthetic of it, the soundtrack. Adam Sandler's great in it, and he has great chemistry with Drew Barrymore, which they continued in the also delightful 50 First Dates. But I remember The Wedding Singer and The Waterboy kind of being the turning point for Adam Sandler as a movie star, where I think
that and Big Daddy, I think those three together. Because Billy Madison and Happy Gilmore were like, stupid, fun bro comedies, but those other three actually had like a lot of emotional weight to them.
And I want to say those came out consecutively. I think it went
it's Wedding Singer, Waterboy, and Big Daddy. Yeah, Waterboy
and Big Daddy, if I can remember correctly. I know I'm old, so.
And then Little Nicky.
Yeah, we'll skip over Little Nicky. So I still love Adam Sandler. I might do an article where I watch all his movies and rank them, and just because I enjoy them, and just to put it out there. So yeah, that's all I really watched. I'm just having fun going through Adam Sandler's filmography right now with my kid, because these movies are tame and silly enough that he really likes them. I don't know if he's going to appreciate, funny people like I do. So, or Punch Drunk Love. So, these ones are really fun to watch again. And that's what I've been watching.
Cool. So good.
Next week, our film of the week is going to be Mad God. You can also find us at Fan Expo Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We will be there, and we will be hosting panels. And one I'm doing is with the producers of Batman the Animated Series and Mask of the Phantasm, and I'm really excited to do that one. I wanted to do it, and I didn't ask for it, and I was given it anyways. So it'll complete. I was fortunate enough to do Kevin Conroy's, was that 5 years ago now?
Yeah, probably more.
Which is one of my most favorite ones I ever did, because I brought up during the panel that we read that he was an opera major. And remember when he brought the house down singing opera? Fuck, that was awesome. And he has a Real Nerd shirt, and he said he appreciated it in his cool Batman voice. And I felt like that's when me as a Real Nerd arrived, is when Kevin Conroy in Batman voice appreciated a gift I gave him and was super cool. So it was a great moment for me. So yeah, anyways, we'll see you there. If the other nerds dropped anything, you'll hear it now. Thanks for listening. We'll see you at the movies. Bye.
here for another installment of Showtime, where I recommend something cool I've watched lately. This week I'm going to recommend Mr. Malcolm's List, which is a new movie that released on July 1st. And it's a period drama, like Regency era, Victorian era, not exactly sure. I think it's like 1822, but anyway, it's it's in England, and this guy, Mr. Malcolm, he has a list of all the qualifications he wants in a wife. And, of course, no lady so far has been able to meet all of his qualifications, and so he's gained a reputation for, like, taking a woman out basically one time, and then just, like, kind of, well, practically dumping her. So one of the ladies that he has recently, quote, dumped, wants to get revenge after she finds out about the list. So she recruits a friend of hers to come in from the country and, you know, puts together this scheme of, like, we're going to make you into his ideal woman, and then you're going to break his heart, and you're going to reveal your own list. And it goes about how you would expect it to go, but I just had a lot of fun with it, and thought the actors did a good job. So if you're into, like, Downton Abbey or, you know, Jane Austen type stuff, then you would probably like Mr. Malcolm's List. I don't think the nerds would like it, because it's not really their thing, but yeah. If you are one of those people, if you like Downton Abbey or, you know, Regency, period dramas, Bridgerton, all that kind of stuff, then yeah, it's probably more up your alley. So anyway, check out Mr. Malcolm's List in theaters now. And I will talk to you guys next time with something. Bye!
Hey film buddies, follow me around Denver.
Alright, this week, I know I'm really far behind on a lot of these, and they're not dropping on the weeks that I'm doing them, so I'm just going to tell you everything that's going on around town, and go really far ahead, so maybe I cover it all, as far as I can go. This week at the drive-in, starting on July 8th, they have The Minions, The Rise of Gru, and Jurassic World Dominion as their double feature, and The Holiday Twin. On screen one, they have Thor Love and Thunder and Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. And screen two has Minions and Jurassic World Dominion. Dominion. So much Minion. And then looking ahead, the Esquire late nights, Cine Insomnia now. This weekend, again, July 8th and 9th, is American Psycho. And then next weekend, July 15th and 16th, they have Star Wars A New Hope, the special edition. Not sure if it's the Disney Plus special edition or not, or whatever. There's so many Blu-ray versions. Hopefully it's at least just the 97 version. And then the weekend after that, July 22 and 23, is The Empire Strikes Back. And then, of course, the last weekend of every month, they have The Room and the Rocky Horror Picture Show. And then starting in August, they finish up with The Return of the Jedi on the 5th and 6th. And then August 12th and 13th, they got Mulholland Drive. 19th and 20th, they have John Wick. And then again, last weekend of the month, The Room and Rocky Horror Picture Show. And then September 2nd and 3rd, hopefully I'm caught up by then, but they have Donnie Darko, and they're advertising the original theatrical cut. Didn't know there were different versions of that, so that's what's going on around town. Oh, and also, I guess I should note that next weekend I will be at Trauma Dance, showing my film, The Legend of Drunken Brewmaster, and if you want to see Trauma Dance, you can go to the Mahoning Drive-In in Pennsylvania. The 15th, 16th, and 17th. They have, on Friday and Saturday, 6 of their most popular films. And then on Sunday, they have the Shorts program, which is what I'm a part of. So I think it costs like $8 or $10 for tickets. And then if you want, they even have the option of like camping out there at their drive-in. So that's an extra fee you can do if you want. But yeah, if you want to go to Trauma Dance, you can just go get tickets. Look up the Mahoning Drive-In and look up Trauma Dance and enjoy 3 nights of trauma stuff. And that's what's going on around town for a few weeks now, for as long as I can get caught up.
Well, a real nerd knows who shot. A real nerd can follow the plot. And a real nerd will give it all they got. Lights, camera, action. Real nerds.
Thanks for listening to Real Nerds Podcast, a Nebulous Visions production. Stream or download episodes, read articles at realnerdspodcast.com. Stream us on Apple or Google Podcast, Stitcher, Spotify, or iHeartRadio. Follow us on Facebook, Real Nerds Podcast. Twitter and Instagram, @Real Nerds. Watch us on YouTube, Real Nerds Podcast. Email us at realnerds@gmail.com. Call us at 720-6nerds5. Thank you to Sparks Mandrill, Mike at Plan 9 Studios, and Bolognium for all of our groovy theme songs. And that's how you fucking do it!